आगे मत रुक जा अजहर के लिए हैवी लाइट थोड़ा सा क्लियर आ रहा है ऊपर प्राची मैम
प्राची जी यहाँ पे
मैम
योर सेंटर प्राची मैम योर सेंटर
प्राची जी यहाँ पे लास्ट कॉल है
मैम योर फर्स्ट कैमरा एयरपोर्ट बॉय
मैम लुक एट सेंटर
मैम
प्राची जी यहाँ पे
मैम
थैंक यू
ऑफ करना कैमरा ऑफ करना प्लीज Do I look there? Well, this film was offered to me 2 years back, and Ekta had called me up, and it was a brief conversation where she said that we are planning out a film based on the life of Mohammed Azharuddin. And I didn't think for a second. I said, I'm definitely doing it. I didn't hear the story out because I followed him for those 15, 16 years when he was in our team, and when he was the captain of the Indian cricket team. And then after that, the unfortunate dark phase of Indian cricket and his life when his name was taken, when there was the match fixing allegation drawn on his name. So that was the conversation, and after that we drafted the script. It took around a year after that, and we went on floors. Azhar bhai actually had not okayed the script back then. He okayed it on the third draft, and then we finally went on floor and we shot the film.
It's a non-fiction film, so how did you prepare for a role?
Well, if you're doing a fictional film, there is 100 different ways you can play a character. But when you're playing a film based on someone's life, who's alive, flesh and blood, people have followed him, you have to be very accurate and as close to home as possible. But in a film of this nature, it was very essential to dramatize certain elements. There were the 4-5 songs. So yes, it has elements of being a biopic, but at the same time it dramatizes some moments for our audience to kind of to entertain them, because that's part of our culture. The songs have to be there, and there are dialogues that people are going to love in this film. So we've dramatized it, I would say 10 to 20%, but most of it is things about cricket that all of you don't know, that have been shared by Azhar bhai with us. They might have come out in the media, a lot of things, but not everything. So Azhar bhai has shared those very, very intimate details about the sport and his life for this film. He's a fantastic person. He's got extreme amount of patience and inner strength to deal with the stuff that he went through in his life at that point of time. After being removed from the sport and the team in year 2000, when he was at the top of his game, I think it takes a lot of courage and inner strength and patience to deal with what he had to deal with. Yeah, come. No, come. Kursiya leke aao. I thought you guys were going to take like half an hour like before, so I said.
Are you having black tea?
Yeah. Just,
Have you been having coffee?
oh, slightly.
Lot of things of others that is depicted in this biopic. So, I mean, the match-fixing concept also was depicted.
Yeah.
So, do you believe that match-fixing is going on in reality now?
Well, I can't speak for a particular time in the sport, and at that time, a lot of things were put forward. Eventually, it was the judicial system that had played out its, the verdict, and he was acquitted of it. But sports around the world, they have hi, how are you doing?
Hi.
They have allegations that have been attached to it of match fixing, and that is a fact. Now, I can't come down to telling you which players fix matches. I can't tell you which games have been fixed, because that anyone's guess.
After doing this, how did you find Azhar, sir? How do you
I said it.
Sir, does playing cricket or practicing the cricket was really tough or it was easy for you?
It was the toughest in this film because coming very, even close to the way Azhar used to play is extremely tough. The most accomplished batsman, was the highest run scorer at one point of time, and I was like an average to below average player. So not too much technicality, which was obviously thanks to Azhar. He taught me these things. I was more of an offside player. I had to play on the leg side because that's where Azhar was very strong. So it took me around 3-4 grilling months of training for cricket every day, 3 hours every day. So yeah, so that's that was the regime back then.
Nargis, you look quite stunning today, and you played a role of Sangeeta Bijlani in this film. So, any compliments from her did you get to now?
I am unfortunately the only one who has not met anyone, so I didn't get compliments
As yet.
as yet.
As
Let's
yet.
see.
To come soon.
It's come soon.
Nargis, you are recreating the song Goe Goe.
Yes.
How was the experience?
I think I was scared because I always feel like if something was already a hit, and it's like an old song that everyone loved and knows so well, that a part 2 never really does well. But I hope that everyone, really enjoyed it. I liked it. I think they remixed it really well and it made it more dancey and modern. So.
Prachi, can you describe about your character?
I played Noreen in the film. Noreen was Azhar's first wife. I think she was barely 16 when they got married. It was an arranged marriage. I think that's a side, that's a part of Azhar's life that not many know about. They do know that she was his first wife, but nothing more than that. So in this film, I think you get to see that part of his life, and I think the way it's been treated, and I just feel like everybody's going to be able to connect to it because I did in a big way, and many things actually about their relationship, about the 9 years of their marriage, which of course, like I said, nobody knows much about. I think that you get to see in the film.
This is